You beat Hollow Knight, you saw the credits roll, and you think you know every secret in the game. But I'm willing to bet that in this massive world, there are secrets you ran right past. Today, we're digging up 5 facts about Hollow Knight that will completely change how you see this game. Hollow Knight doesn't just give you its story, it dares you to find it. This game throws you into a dead kingdom and trusts you to figure out what happened. But because of that, some of the most insane details are almost impossible to find. We're going to ignore the main quest and reveal the craziest lore and hidden mechanics that make this game a literal masterpiece. Let's go! First up is something you do thousands of times but never really think about: healing. You hit things, you get soul, you hold a button, you heal. It seems simple, but that tiny pause when you heal is what makes this game a work of genius. In literally any other game, you just drink a potion and keep running. In Hollow Knight, healing is the biggest gamble you can take. That 1 second it takes to focus feels like an eternity when a boss is about to smash you. And if you get hit while healing, you lose the soul and you're even closer to death. This is more than a mechanic, it's a mindset. You're not just looking for a chance to attack, you're desperately hunting for a safe millisecond to heal. This insane risk-reward system makes every single fight a struggle for survival. You have to make impossible choices. Do you use your soul to heal, or do you risk it all in a spell to finish the boss? It is this unbelievable tension that makes every victory feel earned. And it's not just managing a resource, it's surviving Hallownest. And speaking of sacrifice, let's talk about the 3 heroes you thought were villains. Your mission in Hollow Knight is simple: find and kill the 3 dreamers to open the final boss door. The game makes you think they're the villains while stopping you from winning. But the real story behind them is one of the most tragic secrets in the entire game. The dreamers, Lurian, Monomon, and Hera, were not villains. They were heroes who made a crazy deal with the Pale King to stop the infection. They agreed to go into an eternal sleep to seal away the Hollow Knight and the plague inside of it. But this sacrifice cost them everything. Lurian the Watcher was so loyal he agreed to watch over the capital city forever, often asleep while the city he loved fell to ruin around him. Monomon the Teacher was a genius who knew the kingdom was doomed, so she passed all of her knowledge to her student Quirrell before going to sleep, hoping one day it would help someone rebuild. But Hera the Beast, the Queen of the Deep Nest, made the most unbelievable deal. She didn't trust the Pale King, so she only agreed to help him if he gave her a child. That child was Hornet. Hera had almost no time with her own daughter before she had to go into her eternal sleep. So every time you fight a dreamer, you're not killing a monster. You're ending the sacrifice of 3 heroes who gave up everything for a kingdom that was already dead. But if they weren't the real enemy, then who or what was? From the second you start playing, you're fighting the infection. It's the plague that makes all the bugs go crazy. What almost nobody realizes is that this isn't a disease. It's the rage of a forgotten god. Before the Pale King ever existed, the bugs of Hallownest worshipped a god of light called the Radiance. She connected every bug into a single hive mind. But then the Pale King arrived and gave the bugs something they never had before: minds of their own. They immediately abandoned the Radiance and worshipped their new king, who then tried to erase every memory of her from her history. But you can't kill a god. The Radiance survived in their dreams and started twisting them with her light. That is the infection. It's a plague born from dreams, from a god trying to force her way back into existence. The Pale King's crazy plan to create thousands of vessels was his last resort to create a bug with no mind to dream and no mind for the Radiance to infect. This entire game is the final battle between 2 gods, and you are standing in the middle of it. But the truth of who you really are is hidden in the game's cruelest mechanic: death. The death mechanic in Hollow Knight seems simple. You die, you drop your money, and you have to go kill your own ghost to get it back. It's annoying, But what if I told you this was actually a giant clue about who you are? You, the knight, and all the other vessels were created from a substance called the void. The Pale King made you to be empty shells with no mind, no will, and no voice, so you could be the perfect prison for the Radiance. Inside every single vessel is a shade, which is the creature made of pure void. When your shell breaks, the shade escapes. The game is using death to show you what you really are. Every time you die, a shade bursts out of you because you are a being of void inside a shell. And it gets even crazier when you get the Void Heart Charm. After you get it, your shade and the ghosts of all your dead siblings in the abyss stop attacking you. They see you as their king, the Lord of Shades. Your last fight with the Radiance brings it all together. Your shell finally shatters, and your true form, a giant monster made of void, comes out with all your siblings to completely destroy the God of Light. Death isn't a punishment. It's the game screaming your true identity at you until you finally embrace the darkness inside. Which brings us to the question every ending tries to answer. What is your true purpose? Hollow Knight has a ton of different endings, and each one is a different answer to one question. What is your purpose? The creators say every ending is canon, which is insane, but they tell completely different stories. The first ending, the Hollow Knight, is what most people get. You beat the final boss, you take its place, and you get sealed in the Black Egg. You did what you were made to do, but it's only a temporary fix. The cycle is just going to start all over again. The second ending, Sealed Siblings, is even worse. If you get the Void Heart but still just beat the Hollow Knight, Hornet jumps in to help you but gets sealed inside the egg with you. You've now dragged another hero down with you. And then we have Dream No More, which most people call the true ending. For this, you have to use the Awoken Dream Nail on the Hollow Knight, which lets you fight the Radiance herself. When you kill her, the infection is destroyed forever. Your shell is seen broken on the ground, meaning you fulfilled your ultimate purpose and became one with the void. This is the ending where you don't just contain the problem, you destroy it. The Godmaster DLC added even more endings, like one where you become a new god of void. These endings aren't just for fun, they represent how much of the truth you're willing to work for. Did you just follow the path? Or did you challenge fate itself? And there you have it, 5 secrets that make Hollow Knight one of the most incredible games ever made. This game is filled with so many details that people are still finding new things today. Which of these facts blew your mind? Did I miss your favorite secret? Let me know in the comments right now. There are always more mysteries to solve in the Hallownest. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into your favorite games. I've been your host Charlie K, and as always, we'll see you on the next level.